Hello and welcome back to Kaiserreich, and the music just decided to cut out just as I started the episode. Very good. Alright, so let's unpause and let's immediately pan over towards our wars, so as to not lose track. This war, I think, is more or less just like gentle nudging every now and then, in order to help out. Now this one, we need to keep a close eye on. Oh, they even have paratroopers. I think as long as we take Saigon back, we should be able to win this. Germany East Asia has sent in so many of their troops and lost them to encirclements at this point that I think we really only have to deal with the troops in the north. I don't think we're going to get that many more naval invasions. I may be wrong, of course. Rise of the Vorsht. A few days ago, Lavrov Kornilov, Supreme Commander-in-Chief and President of Russia, passed away in his sleep. With Kornilov's death, Prime Minister Boris Savinkov, appointed by Kornilov, used his power in the government to merge the post of Prime Minister and President, becoming the first ever Vorsht of Russia. Savinkov and his National Republican Party of Russia has been growing in influence in Russia long before Kerensky's death. It's basically the same that just happened in the Union of Britain with Oswald Mosley, except for Oswald Mosley being, I guess, quote-unquote on the left political spectrum, and this guy being on the far right. We'll keep them exercising for a little bit more until everyone is exercised, I guess. And then, stand-up in America. 10 stand-up has erupted in the United States as the elected President Reed fled to the city of Chicago after being forcibly removed from his position by General Douglas MacArthur. From Chicago, Reed supporters have declared MacArthur's government illegitimate, as have the Southern supporters of Huey Long, based in New Orleans, and the Pacific governors under the leadership of Governor Frank Merriam. All have been given a deadline by General MacArthur of 30 days to either stand down or face arrest and execution. Everyone is erasing forces, and the American Civil War is poised to begin. I'm going to separate these guys off. The various infantry divisions. I love that they have names here, like that. I'm going to separate them off into their own army. Have them exercise, and this will be the second army. It's just called the Union Militias, but they're going to be like named the Second Army and stuff like that soon enough anyhow. And what color did we give these? They were white. These guys will be blue then. And we will put another infantry guy in charge. We're going to put Ronald Scobie, I guess. He's got bad attack, but he's got really good defense. We can make him an ambusher, give him entrenchment so he can hold lines. Let us support our foreign comrades. Saigon has been captured. Now we just need to close down this encirclement. And then we can march north. In fact, we can also probably send our air wings back. The one that got sent back home. If it didn't get destroyed, I guess. It may have gotten destroyed. Oh well. Let's see, let's update our production here to create the Hawker Hurricane, and let's create the new light tank, and let us create... Did we get the new... No, we did not get a new carrier fighter. What are we missing? Carrier fighter and carrier naval bomber. Which means we also need more military factories. We also do need quite a bit of synthetic refineries or more fuel silos. Yes, but we'll deal with that later on. Maybe not the best place to attack. It is mountains. Anywhere there isn't mountains up here, yeah. Back up. to this corner. Can someone come back, please? Here, so we can hold this. Okay, I guess I'll stay there for a while until we actually get an infantry division garrisoning that tile. Because I wanna fight in lowlands, in terrain where the tanks are more suited for it. There we go. Now Najd and Onejd and Hassa, okay. So Saudi Arabia. Sultanate of Najd, yeah. Let's see. So the people in Anqing we could easily take, honestly, even though it is a river crossing. Second American Civil War has begun. Second International Congress, okay. I thought the Second International Congress was... Oh no, the Second International Congress is different from the Trade Union Congress. Second Trade Union Congress is in 1940. Second International Congress, I'm guessing, is going to make us take some sort of stance on this situation, which we kind of have to. We have to send volunteers, I think, and we should probably send that tank division if we can. It's tied up right now, so we can't, but I would like to send tanks to help out Jack Reed, because otherwise Douglas MacArthur might walk away with us. Because he holds that very, very, very productive eastern seaboard. American comrades, yep. Let's give them support. So this went really well suddenly. Let's go down there actually and help them out. Because this is a Class A encirclement, honestly. This is really, really good. Yeah, let's go up until the bulge here, because it seems as if there's a lot of stuff that isn't actually protected here. Might even be able to force an encirclement up there as well. How are we looking for training these guys? I'm gonna keep going for a while. Okay, my attack there triggered an attack across the entire line. Very nice. These German troops here are like they're not actually part of the war, so they're just going to be exiled, and we could theoretically just take that tile. I mean, I could theoretically just move up here and take a tile as well, and basically force an encirclement right now, I think, if I just take this and this. Of course, these guys can respond by going there, so it might not work. Oh, well, this is terrible. So you remember that thing about them not having Marines left? I guess they did. I want to mass produce more troops, and I want to create another armor division. The reason for that is that the amount of volunteers I can send is based off of my number of troops. Commune of Hawaii has joined the Third International. I have never seen that before. Arthur Rutledge, hello. Socialist Party of Hawaii. Okay, that's cool. We have a 10% bonus to superior firepower and grand battle plan. I'm probably going to go superior firepower because it's what I go with every time I have these smaller nations with less manpower, but that are quite industrialized. Oh, we've just defeated them handedly. Well, I guess I stressed for nothing. Very interesting that they just left the port immediately. Canada invokes the War Measures Act, independent from the United... Oh, okay. Army takes power in the Philippines, okay. The War Measures Act, legislation which grants the Canadian government sweeping powers to override civil liberties and ignore Parliament, has been passed in the Dominion of Canada and read out to the House of Commons by King Edward VIII. Yeah, so about that whole, democracy in Canada thing. There we go. Inauguration of the Second International Congress. With all the delegates in London, the Second Congress of the Internationale began with a speech by Comrade Eric Blair. In his so-called Shield and Sword speech, he underlined the need for the Internationale to double its efforts towards forging the Damocles, a weapon capable of destroying the reactionaries across the world once and for all. So, George Orwell wants a nuke. Let's send guns to the Combined Syndicates of America. Romania has joined the Belgrade Pact. We didn't win. Oh, we got some medals, I guess. On the second day of the day, the delegates discussed the most pressing matter, the development of the Civil War in America. With Long and the federal government pushing the CSA on the defensive, the decision was made to send additional help for Reed and his followers. Send a crack fighter squadron against producing aircraft for the CSA, which grants consumer goods factories for 20 days, or we cannot spare anything more. Yeah, let's send a crack fighter squadron. Why not? The John McLean explodes. So that's essentially the Hindenburg. Intended to show the world the achievements of the Union of Britain in 1936, she made her maiden voyage and soon started making regular traffic to Paris. Today, as she was about to dock at the Paris airfield, she burst into flames and crashed on to the ground. 35 people out of 97, plus one on the ground of the ground crew, died. Ouch. Ernest Hemingway, the syndicate's delegate to the Congress, took the stage. He thanked all those who supported the CSA's cause and called on the socialist world to constantly battle the reactionaries. The speech was received with great applause, especially by the French delegation. We can mobilize for some more production, which I think we actually will. The other alternative would be to get another design company, which I think we'll after that. I want to get not fighters yet, because we can't research more fighters yet, but I want to get maybe a design company for not equipment. Medium tank is still quite a ways off. Probably like carrier fighters and stuff like that. Well, never mind, I've already done that. Probably then, I guess, tactical bombers and stuff. Chile requests support. Yeah, we cannot let Chile fall. Metroless class, yeah. Well, I mean, we're just gonna keep producing that because we have all these guys in production still. Syndicalist revolutionaries in Switzerland. Chaotic reports are coming from the small mountain republic of Switzerland, stating that Syndicalist revolutionaries have entered the capital of Bern. Switzerland has long had a problem with Syndicalist activism in its western French-speaking regions of Haute-Savoie and Romandie, but never have they ever had revolutionary forces act so openly against the government. With the speed and effectiveness of the revolutionary forces, so many suspect the direct involvement of the French Commune, who have long agitated for the cession of French-speaking land. While there is fighting in and around other parts of the country, it seems the Syndicalist forces hold the capital for now. So, interesting, they still are market liberal. I think this is one of the flashpoints in which the Weltkrieg can break out. Let's see how the Germans respond. We need to help the Indians. They're not fighting, are they? I don't think they are. I think let's work on ourselves for now. Naval experience gained daily is good. And all those foci are also quite short as well, which is really good. Let's send the tanks up to Huangzhou. I don't know how to pronounce that. Suffice to be said, if you watched my Left KMT playthrough, I do not know how to play. Play what? I do not know how to speak or speak Chinese or Cantonese. That is Mandarin or Cantonese. The final act of the Second International Congress, with all important decisions made during the first week, the Congress has moved on to less pressing matters. After 10 days of negotiations, discussion, and politicking, the delegates came up with one final act, a declaration of eternal brotherhood and readiness to face the imperialists wherever they are to be found. Okay. Seems somewhat symbolical, but alright. Or symbolic, rather. Syndicalists in Baracha commune. Well, maybe we can help them then. Since they're not totalists. Well, no, actually, we are totalists. I keep forgetting. We're the bad guys. Damn, I saw that was open for a second there. Okay, so CSA should have gotten their aircraft now. I think it's time we stop this, because these guys are guzzling all of my oil. So stop. Serbia declared war on Bulgaria. We have a Belgrade Pact war going on. This is usually limited, so it's fine. Austrian Empire declared war on Hungary. Okay, that's kind of spooky. The Dutch have had an election. The CNA have once again won the election, albeit with a heavily diminished majority. The CNA are the Social Conservatives. I mean, they have a pretty good majority, though. You would have to have some sort of, like, cursed alliance of the far right and far left in order to beat them. Including probably the Liberals as well. Which I think the Liberals will probably instead side with the Conservatives. I mean, usually that is. Oh, wait. The Civil War in Spain. When did this happen? Well, it hasn't really begun yet. Where's my CNT FAI at? Where are my anarchists in Spain? My Spanish anti-fascists. Modern day witch, an unusual turn of events. The government has today announced that the Witchcraft Act of 1735 is to be repealed, and that all those, why is that unusual? All those currently tried under the new law are to have their sentences halved. Wait, what? Currently tried under the new law, under normal circumstances, this would not raise eyebrows, as many old laws were imported in the creation of the new constitution and progressively rescinded through, though this one has stuck out. Why are we still prosecuting witches? And why are we only having their what? 1 week ago, a Scottish medium by the name Helen Duncan was arrested on the grounds of falsely claiming to procure spirits and obtaining money under false pretenses before, that's a weird sentence, before being sentenced to 9 months in prison. Duncan will no doubt go down in history as the last person to be tried and arrested under the Witchcraft Act. What? Okay. I mean, like, if you're scamming people, that's one thing. You can arrest them for fraud or something, right? But witchcraft seems like an odd thing to specifically punish them for. Hey! No, you can go ahead. Leave. I want that fort. This fort is mine now. Belongs to me now. Argentina declared war on the Patagonian Worker Front, and the Ottoman Empire declared war on Bulgaria. Very cool. It's all breaking, it's all popping off all over the world. I need to send volunteers. I can't wait until the tank is ready. I also want to send an attaché, but for the experience. Yeah, because they're going to be fighting a lot up here. And for a long time. Now I guess we can actually see what's going on as well, can't we? Yeah. How many volunteers can we send? Only one still. What do we have? Tanks are not ready at all. They're quite far from ready. Let's just send one infantry division, I suppose. You will lead them. Bernard Baguette. I thought it said bagel first, but send volunteers, Bernard Bagel. There you go. So they're in transfer. Or they're on their way, rather. You strat bomber, tactical bomber. So we can actually research a tactical bomber as well and not really feel all that bad about it. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. I know there is that thing over here. Light bomber research. But, I mean, we can still use that later on. So falls the heart of the Kingdom of Spain. So the CNT FAI just... Oh, no, they did actually. Okay, cool. Well, do you want volunteers as well? They must be at war. Okay, that easily solved. We are now involved basically everywhere in the world. He's going to be transferred at some point soon. So let's do George Sutherland Aitken. Hello, send volunteers. Non-aggression pact from the CNT FAI. I mean, obviously. Let's do this so we can go down to that extra research slot. Not that I think we necessarily need it all that much right now, because we're researching quite well. Well, actually, there's a lot for us to research on this front, on the naval front, actually. Yeah. It's also why we need that naval experience as well.
Keep moving!
I'm wondering if I should just stay in the south in order to intercept any sort of naval invasions. Or if I should go north. I mean, they seem to be doing quite well. They're moving on Hoi soon, so...
Move out!
I'll stay in Saigon.
Attention!
Do you have a new airport here we can move to? Syndicate volunteers have arrived. The new airport? No. No airports. Annoying. The Chinese need to build some airports so I can actually help them out.
Ready to move!
Let's see, where do we send our troops? This is really spooky down here. I don't like that at all. I want to hug a border though. And I also want to make sure we fight this guy, because this guy is spooky. Mr. Douglas MacArthur.
Move out!
Like, we basically have to win against him, or he wins against everyone.
Move out! Attention!
Cool. We have arrived in Spain. Now, where do we want to help out? Probably in the south, it seems.
Move out! All in! Ready!
Ouch. Yikes. It's not a good plan, fighting over there. Holding Pittsburgh and instead fighting... Or going there and fighting from here is much better because of the river. I don't want to cross whatever river that is.
All in!
Germany. Yeah, that's the German Empire with their troops down in Malaga. Also Ukraine. In this universe, volunteers are sent from Ukraine, not to Ukraine.
Yes, sir!
There's the naval invasion that I sort of dreaded. These constant naval invasions from Borneo here are just going to make this take way longer than it has to.
Move out!
We can allow them to retreat, it's fine. want to take the hard points that we can hold, like these forts and the cities and stuff. Once we take this, oh, Norway's joined the Entente. That's bad. So if we can get troops into here, they can. Oh, gone are the Ukrainian volunteers, I suppose. Yeah, they're going home because syndicalism just prevailed in Ukraine. And who is it? It is Alexander Shumsky. That is an interesting flag. It's got that like Ukrainian trident thing, but it's on red there. Kind of cool. Huh. How long are they gonna last, you think? Who's poking down from there? Igor Kistyakovsky is poking down from over there. Mozambique Bush War. Middle Africa has declared war on Portugal. Haiti declared war on the Dominican Republic. Middle Africa and Portugal are going to be fighting, yeah. It's fine. I don't need that 70% on that specific research. I can take it on a different research, like the next industry, I guess.
Watching the back, sir. Attention. Move out.
Yeah, I seriously doubt the combined syndicates will win this. I think it, like, every time they try to balance the American Civil War, it always swings, like, the pendulum always swings too hard in one direction. Douglas MacArthur would usually never win, and now he basically wins every time. Huey Long, I don't see him winning all that often. I do see the Pacific States of America winning occasionally, which I enjoy, because they would never win back in the day. But, yeah, the combined syndicates of America would win all the time, and now they never win. Two times research bonus. Huh. Construction speed and factory output is really good, but I'm gonna go with the research first.
Let them have it. Keep moving.
The song is so good, but I don't think it's actually good. I think it... Wait. Swatchbound is the Haselnuss. Maybe it's actually good. There's one of these, like the Panzerlied, which has some spooky connotations, I think. Like it's just straight up like a Nazi song, I think. But if this is not that, if this is just a jolly, fun song, then I love it. You might say, well, you know, you liked it before you knew... If like, the Panzerlied, for example, you liked it before you knew it was a Nazi song. Yes, that's because I don't speak the language. If I knew the lyrics and, you know, all that stuff, maybe I wouldn't. I can read German to an extent, but I can't really understand it when people speak it, because I don't speak German. I'm not that good at German. I can only understand it when I read it. And even so, it takes me a long time, and I struggle with it. Oh, this is a counterattack and a half. Someone just got ill. Anything to, like, sort of take the pressure off of Pittsburgh, I think, there. This is so scary. They have quite a strong push with some actual divisions over here and a lot of cavalry as well, but motorized as well backing them. While we mostly have militia, I think. No, we have some strong divisions as well, but mostly it's militia over here, I think. If I remember correctly, you can recruit troops, kind of like the Chinese Civil War, when you take territory here, as the CSA, or any side of the conflict, I think. Is this the bad one? No. No. the most powerful king of the air. Maybe.
Fall in.
Maybe that's what it means. Mächtigste means like most powerful. It's the same word in Norwegian. And König is king. I think Im is off, but I'm not sure. I think that kind of thing in German sort of changes depending on the context, and it's like German grammar is frustrating as hell. Luftrevier, I don't know what that means, but I think that's like aerial territory or something.
Orders.
Maintenance company for the tanks, why not? Left Kuomintang declared war on the Shandong clique. Yeah, because we needed extra fronts. That was important for us. Well, it is just the front to the north, I guess. But it's probably going to make us lose Wuxi. We're almost full on oil, which means we need to activate some of our ships for exercise. Let's stop this. Second Army, you're good. Also, probably should put some people in charge of these guys, but they don't actually gain... Vietnam has capitulated, very nice. They don't actually gain any experience when they're just exercising, I don't think. I think they only gain experience when they're fighting, like the generals, I mean. Or the admirals, rather. This guy is probably our best sea wolf, so I'm going to put him in charge of the subs. Channel fleet, we will put in charge whoever is the best general admiral. Like, in general, I mean, not general admiral as a... some sort of strange oxymoron. Or probably wouldn't be an oxymoron. Air controller would be really good on our carrier fleet, but right now they're all set up to have carriers in them. All this stuff's a mess, by the way, this organization. I'm going to split it all up, but not this episode. So this is the North Sea Fleet. So the Channel Fleet, I don't think is going to have carriers at all, but the North Sea Fleet will. So I'm going to put this guy in charge, because he's got the air controller one, sortie efficiency. And then Submarine Fleet, yep, and then the Welsh Fleet, we will put Frederick John Walker in charge, I guess. Ironside, capital ship armor, that's nice. We can even split these fleets up way, way more than we have. Okay, well, I want to say thank you so much for watching, as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.